Hello everyone, this is a bit of a pre-video type thing here. I'm here just to say quickly that this video is a bit of a highlights reel of my reaction for an episode. Obviously I'm not going to show all 50 minutes of the episode, that will be against copyright law. But if you want to check out the full 50 to an hour minute, to an hour, hour's not a minute, it doesn't matter. You can check that out on Patreon. I have a Patreon page. If you support a certain amount a month, I can't remember exactly which tier it is, but if you support that, you can actually get access to the full length reaction, which obviously doesn't have the video, doesn't have the sound, but it just has me watching the episode and going, hey, that's pretty good, and a few little things that you don't actually get to see in this video. So that might be a bit interesting for you if you're interested in that sort of thing, or if you just want to support the channel in general for early access content, that's also available. Anyway, I'll stop talking and let you enjoy. Hello everybody, I am Creeper and today I'm back with a brand new video. Today we're reacting to Torchwood Series 1, Episode 2. Wow, how exciting indeed. This is the last one we're going to kind of do in order. If you're enjoying these reactions, either the last one or this one, both of these are pre-recorded before I actually upload said reactions, so please do let me know if you like them, if you enjoy them, if you think I should continue doing them. If so, the next one I'll be doing is Episode 6, then 12, and then 13. So 1 in the middle of the series and 2 at the end of the series. This is just based on recommendations from people who have already seen Torchwood. I didn't want to do all 13 episodes, because then Series 2 and Series 3, and it just... and then Series 4, you know, it gets a bit much when there's that many episodes and having to react to them all. So I've picked out specific ones based on people's recommendations that I think I would benefit from either watching, and this was one of them that I wasn't really sure about watching on camera, but we're going to do it anyway. This video is also sponsored, so stay to the end of the video, and right after we finish reacting, right after we talked about the thoughts on the episode, I'll talk quickly about the sponsor for this episode. Anyway, I think we should just get on with it, because that's what we do best on this channel, I think. Maybe. Let's go. Okay. I mean, it's a nice setup. I don't know what's going on yet. I've not really got anything to comment on yet. Hey, it's Chibbers! About time. So this is Chibnall. This is Chibnall writing this then. I knew he was a big part of this, and I know this is the Sex Gas episode, so that was, I didn't realise it was Chibnall, but props to you, big man. We'll see how it goes, because I've had a lot of negative things about Torchwood Series 1, and obviously I'm going to be watching episodes 3, 4 and 5 off camera, so that should be quite exciting, and then I'll be able to give you my thoughts on those in episode 6, if I do episode 6 as a reaction, that is.
Shall
we? I love Jack. I do love Jack Harkness, and I really wish he'd come back in the main TV show, because like, he's brilliant in everything he is in the show. I mean, in the show, he's just great. Not just this, but Doctor Who as well. Like, he's brilliant. I wish he'd be back in Series 12, but I don't know. Don't think so. Well, that's that thing from Toy Story 2, isn't it? That was job well done then. Well done, Gwen. So if people die because of this, I really hope they explore her guilt on that, because that is her fault. That is absolutely 100% her fault. It reminds me of something else from Doctor Who, and I just can't quite... Cassandra, that's it. Where kind of it was like a sort of weird, not regeneration energy, but kind of like a weird energy type thing. Yeah. Not how it works. Not how it works, really. I think it'd be funnier if he just said, right, it'll be a 10 of love. It's because I know, based off memes and jokes in the Doctor Who community, I know what's coming. In more ways than one. I am horrible. I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is needed. I'm just gonna put that out there. Not to be a killjoy, but this is what I've come to on YouTube. Oh, he's dead, right. Thank God for that.
This used to be a body.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good question.
with you all the way.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I mean, really? Surprised Character Options didn't release that as a toy.
Hey, sometimes a little technobabble is good for the soul.
So this
That's
is like
a
root
very
tour.
good line. Reminds me a little bit of Resolution, actually. So a teenage girl in a relationship getting taken over by an alien. Although, you know, this is more adult, obviously. This is totally different to Resolution. Because I don't think Daleks are into that. Saved by the Torchwood bell. Torchwood theme's so cool. I love it. It's really good. It's just something a little bit different to it. It's a little bit... And it uses bits from Series 2 of Doctor Who as well. Which is quite interesting, but...
What you lot do? Aliens?
Couldn't they get someone better than her?
Isn't it?
I'm sorry, but...
No.
The first day on the job. Davies, Chibnall, this is a really odd concept. You didn't need to do this. I'm a bit concerned as to why you have. But I'll go with it for now. Why is she in there? Get out the leave her in the cell. She's gonna try and kill her. So what's the point?
Yeah.
This is so
yeah, come
stupid. Oh Christ, I forgot about him. I forgot he was there. Nice.
Thinking throttling the staff is my job.
I just like John Byron's great. That's cool. I do like the fact that he's very secret. So she's the only one who knows that he can't die, right? I think. I like
Have I got something on my face?
how that's working because it's she's bringing something new to the team. I like it
It's...
because at first I thought they were playing her out as a bit of an idiot.
You are brilliant.
John Barrowman fighting a teenage girl. This is brilliant. I mean, what is this? What Torchwood is? Oh, hey, you know what? In all fairness, people really go after this episode. From what I've heard, anyway, people are actually in my Discord been saying that I'll not want to watch any more after this. I'm really enjoying this. It's a bit of a naff concept. I mean, the sex gas there, it's a bit stupid, and I'm not a fan of that. But like, it's enjoyable. The episode's, you know, fun to watch. I'm enjoying it. Like this chase scene, the fight scene, it works. Oh, the Doctor's theme there. Oh, that's really good. So I don't know when this came out. I'll have to do my research, obviously, which I'll do for episodes before episode 6, I promise. But I presume this came out before Series 3. So that means Russell T Davies had the hand thing for the end of Series 3, the using the Doctor's biological code for the Master's laser screwdriver. He planned that before he made Torchwood. That's mad. That is insane. But really, really, really good. And I wish I was old enough at the time to be able to watch this, because then it would have been really great at that sort of build-up of like, whose hand is that? What's the hand about? And then when it's revealed that it's the Doctor's hand, which I'm presuming it'll happen eventually, it's gonna pop, isn't it? Oh, for this is a bit much. I'll be honest here. This is a bit much. A bit unneeded.
You love me.
No.
You could have seen.
So she's happy to let him die because he's a bit of a nasty man.
Tosh was right.
Music's good.
He needs more.
Reminds me a little bit of The Shining.
The energy, it's not lasting. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is the thing, right? This is an alright episode. Stupid concept. It's totally unneeded. Just for the sake of going, oh, we want an adult Doctor Who, let's make it as adult as possible. Why didn't you do this like 5 episodes in? Why the second one? Because like the first episode was like proper like gripping, like almost Doctor Who level. I would have loved to have seen other stuff before this, which actually isn't bad. But I think it's a bit 0 to 100 really is what I'm saying. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so far. There's not a better way of putting the rat jam.
He's responsible for this.
Good character for Gwen, mind. They've done a really good job this episode with that. Making her likeable. Going from the new person to the one who saves everyone, I think, is
Do it.
a pretty big step.
Leave her.
Universe for the greatest sex. You still end up dying alone.
Oh, that's poetic. Well done. V nice. Oh.
Thank you.
That was a bit out of nowhere, but sure.
Eat lasagna. Kiss your boyfriend. Be normal.
Specifically the lasagna. Oh, I can't even say it. Hey! That's like a nice lasagna, I'm not gonna lie. Spoken like a true Garfield. Funny cat dead? I'm gonna stop, I'm sorry. So, Torchwood Series 1, Episode 2, Day 1. Okay, so we're going to have a quick, brief summary thoughts on that. This is my initial thoughts of the episode. You're probably going to disagree with me on this one. But personally, just off the bat, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really decent episode. Good writing, good acting, good storytelling. When I started putting up the hype for the Episode 1 reaction last week, people were telling me that this episode was going to be bad. That I'd watch this episode and go, oh no, really I don't like this. Don't like this. This is a bad episode. You're gonna watch this and then want to stop watching Torchwood. I don't want to stop watching Torchwood. In fact, I'm more than happy to watch more. I'm actually desperate to get to the end of the series because I want to know what it's all about. I want to know all the ins and outs. I think the stuff about the Doctor's hand was really interesting. Really like that. Because I don't know if people knew that at the time, etc. I talked about that a little bit during the reaction. But I loved that. Absolutely loved that to bits. What I didn't love, and I will talk about it, is in TV shows, I have quite a strong opinion that I don't think explicit material should be shown unless it is vital to the plot. Now, this is an episode about sex gas, so obviously it's vital to the plot. But why? Why is it about sex gas? Why do you have to do that? Sarah Jane Adventures is a Doctor Who spin-off for kids, but it doesn't feel, I mean, obviously it's more child-friendly than Doctor Who, and it's not as hard-hitting with themes and all that sort of thing. It is on CBBC, it is at heart a kid's show, but it can be enjoyed by any audience because it's a Doctor Who spin-off with Sarah Jane Smith, and it's really well done. Torchwood, on the other hand, is really not. And especially being tied with Doctor Who, which was just past its second series at this point, for bringing it back to a new world. Sarah Jane Adventures, kids show. Doctor Who, family show. And then they go, this is also connected to Doctor Who, but it's only for adults. I don't know, it just feels like an odd theme. Now, as an 18-year-old now, I'm enjoying it. It's perfectly fine. It's showing content that it's fine, you know? I'm familiar with that sort of stuff. I don't know, I'm not blissfully unaware of it. Obviously, that happens in real life. People going to club toilets and shag. I get it. But, like, I'm kind of watching that from the thing of, well, this doesn't really feel like a Doctor Who spin-off. It feels a bit weird, because this is Doctor Who. And I liked in Torchwood Episode 1, where it had a few swear words in it. I was like, ooh, this is quite good. A bit edgier, a bit different. This really went overboard with the adult themes, though, as you can probably tell. And I absolutely don't mind it. It's perfectly fine. But let's just talk about the explicit scenes in general, right? Because after the club, nothing of explicit scenes, really. They had sitting on the postman, yeah. It wasn't explicit, though. It didn't show you anything. And neither did anything else in the episode, really. But what I mean is, in the club, I'm not going to dance around with different words to try and make this family friendly, because this show isn't family friendly. This show isn't. This episode specifically wasn't. So when they were shagging in the club toilets, they were like, it was very close-up angles, and to be honest with you, it just made me a bit uncomfortable watching it. Especially when I'm recording a YouTube video, it was a bit like, well, yeah, and I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to think about blurring that out because obviously YouTube. And if I have to do that, then I think that's probably a bit too much, because you can do insinuation perfectly fine. Insinuation can be done through many different forms, and it was shown throughout the rest of the episode. As I mentioned, the postman scene, obviously he didn't, you know, he got thrown out. But, like, the point is, like, you know, she jumped on him and all that sort of thing, and they started, you know, whatever, and it didn't show any more than that. It didn't show it, it just insinuated. You knew what was happening. I feel like they could have done the same there. They certainly didn't have to show the club owner jerking off. They didn't have to show that at all, but they did. For some reason. So I think personally scenes like that, I think, are just totally unneeded. Don't need to be in here at all. I think the sex gas is a weird idea. Could be done. I've only seen 2 episodes of Torchwood at the point. This is the second episode I've watched ever. So I don't know what Torchwood's like. Yeah, I haven't got a general gist of what Torchwood should be. Doctor Who, obviously I have. I know how that should be. You know, if they had a sex gas episode in Doctor Who, that would be a big outcry of, wait a minute, this is very wrong. But with Torchwood, I don't know. I haven't really got a grip for what that is yet. At the moment, Torchwood, to me, just feels like, hey, this is Doctor Who, but with no restrictions. We can swear, we can have sex, we can make out, we can show whatever the hell we want because it's an 18 show, it's Torchwood, we can do whatever I think it's an 18 show, and it might be 15, I don't know, might be wrong on that one, but it just feels like they're putting a lot into it just to say, we're the adult version of Doctor Who, which is a fantastic concept, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I am, honest to God, hand on heart, loving this series so far. Both episodes I've watched, I've really thoroughly enjoyed. I just don't know where this is going. I don't know, will episode 3 have a very explicit sex scene in it? Will episode 3 have suggestions and themes and over swearing and stuff? I was like, when it's needed, it works. When it isn't needed, it doesn't work. I just think for episode 2, maybe move the sex gas stuff to like episode 7, so I really get a grasp of what Torchwood's about first, before you throw that onto me. I didn't mind it. It's a perfectly fine episode. I actually quite enjoyed it. But there's a few little nitpicks in there. Like, why do sex gas? If you're going to do it, fair enough. It worked. It was a good story. But why do it episode 2 instead of like a later one on, so we can get a bit of a grasp for the characters first? And then my third point is that the scenes at the beginning, probably a bit... I just thought stupidly explicit. Like, it didn't need to have close-ups of like... where 2 become 1, we'll put it like that. I didn't need to show that, but it did, and that's fine, but oh well. Yeah, I think that's all I really want to say about this. It was good. Overall, I enjoyed it. Not as much as episode 1, but I enjoyed it. A lot of people have said Torchwood Series 1 isn't very good, and we'll get onto that. Just before I talk about my sponsor for this video, I'd like to just let you know what the plan is for the rest of these reactions. So, if this video gets, shares, likes, all that sort of thing, you actually enjoy this content, and you want me to make more of it, because I absolutely will. But I'm going to wait till both of these go out first, see what the reception's like. The next one you'll see, and I'll keep you updated on the community tab and Discord and Twitter and all that sort of thing if I decide to continue with Torchwood reactions. If I do, the next one you will see will be episode 6. I don't know what that is yet. But I'm presuming... Countryside. So, Series 1, Episode 6. Now, if there's another one in between then, like 4, 5, 3, whatever, you can just shout whatever you want at me. And if there's enough people saying the same thing, I might do a reaction video for it. But the basic thing I want to do with this is that if I'm going to continue to react to these, I don't want to do all of them, because that's too many. Because that's 13... in the first 2 series, that just seems like too much. And I'm not a reaction channel, I'm a Doctor Who YouTuber who does a few reactions on the site, so this is part of that. I'm not going to overboard you with stuff, but if we do continue with it, either I'll pick up a suggestion, or the next one will be episode 6. So I had about an hour's worth of recording there. I didn't really want to do the sponsor segment after an hour's worth of recording because I'd be knackered and trying to get it over and done with. So I thought I'd wait till the next day, wait till I'm actually editing the video, and now I'll do it right here and then. So I'd like to thank Fluidstack for sponsoring this video. They are the same people who sponsored the video, I think it was either last week or the week before, The Runaway, which is the gameplay thing we did, the VR Doctor Who thing. They sponsored that video, and yeah, they're sponsoring this one as well, which is quite nice. Thank you very much for that. Fluidstack is kind of a service which is described by them as an Airbnb for computers. You lend out some of your bandwidth from your computer in return for a little bit of income on your side. That's pretty good. It's reassured by people using this are entirely protected. All the data is encrypted so no one can see all your personal information. You can't see anyone else's personal information. Everything's encrypted. Everything's safe. Why not? However, I am a YouTuber and I can't describe it anywhere near as well as they can, so if you want to learn more, if you want to know more about Fluidstack, check out their website. The link is in the description below, so go check that out. Anyway, thank you for that. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment below for any more suggestions in the future, subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already, and yeah, we got a Patreon for early access and all that sort of stuff. We've also got a Discord server, Twitter, Instagram, all that sort of stuff, which you can see in the description below. I'll see you all next time. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.